The Passover Seder is a time for us as Jews to reflect on the religious and historical significance of our liberation from Egypt. As we read through the Haggadah, we question why this night is different than all other nights. I ask myself that question as I lay curled in a ball, alone, shaking, hiding in the dark during our family Seder. Minutes earlier, I was surrounded at the table by my grandparents, my dad, my stepmother, and my siblings. I was told by my stepmother not to sit next to my brother because he's a bad influence and a lost cause. I know she's referring to his sexual orientation. My brother is gay. When these painful words were spoken publicly, all eyes turned to my brother. His head was down, tears falling down his cheeks. There was silence at the table, and the silence was unbearable. I was not going to sit there and allow my brother to be victimized and shamed. I put my arm around him as a show of solidarity. Everyone was waiting for someone to say something in defense of my brother, to tell him and everyone sitting around that table that we would love him unconditionally, regardless of his sexual orientation. Suddenly, a family member with cold, hate-filled eyes and a breath reeking of alcohol stood up. He yelled at me to move away from my brother, and I felt a painful, burning sensation across my cheek, and I fell backwards. I covered my face from the repeated strikes. Why was this night different than all other nights? Why was I struck? Why didn't anyone else stand up for my brother? Why was there silence? Why was there hatred? I was embarrassed. I was heartbroken. I was devastated. I've always tried to respect my elders. How could I continue to honor this family member when he caused physical harm to me and emotional harm to everyone sitting around that table? The bruises may fade, but the emotional scars will never heal completely. My eyes were open for the first time. My conscience was awakened. I decided to dedicate my life to educate others about discrimination. I decided to pursue a career in medicine to help people cope with their emotional and behavioral disorders. This past summer, I conducted research at the Cleveland Clinic Summer Internship Program, and this coming summer, I will be undertaking more research at Case Western Reserve University. I never want another child to endure the pain that my brother and I experienced at that dreadful Seder. My Passover Seders will now have additional significance. They will convey the message of respect, acceptance, tolerance, compassion, civility, sensitivity, and forgiveness. A love without name-calling and without violence. A love for a gay son, brother, or grandson. Freedom to celebrate and embrace our differences. Thank you.